Alright guys, so basically I'm gonna show you how to import a vest model. Matt asked for it. So basically I have this new project on Enfusion. Then I can get my model right there. I got my rig model. I need to create on the test file a new folder. I can call it models or model or anything you want to. Basically you can just drag the model in the folder we just created. It's re-importing the resource. It's gonna take a while if the model is like high poly or something that. In this case, the model has like 200,000 poly, so it may take a while. Uh, so we have your model right there. We can search for what we need, like the prefab. In this case, I'm gonna search for like can search for PSGT. So you can get the fast file, just search it right there. So you get this vast PSGT. There's a base too, but you can just use the normal one. It's fine. You go to duplicate. You can call like mad rig for that. It's gonna appear here in prefab director vastus in your file. You just duplicate it. There we go. We can drag it to the main file just to be easier to work with. You get the rear, we click it twice, then we go to edit prefab. All right, so here we got some things to do. Basically, the first thing is in inventory in component. Uh, there's in this attribute, it's the name of the vest that shows in the arsenal. We can call it chest rig, and the description. I normally just delete the description. Um, it's not a big deal. Then we go to base loaded cloth component. There's the most important part. Here you have like two models you need to set. Basically, since I just imported the model, the worn model, the character, I'm not gonna set the eaten model, but you need to have like a worn model which has the skinning, etc. And you need to have a ground model to appear on the ground. So in this case, I'm just gonna set the worn model. I can set the worn model for both. It'll be easier. So I can go to your R model right there. I can drag it. It's not gonna update here because it's just the worn model. Um, just to be easy, I'm gonna make the worn model the eaten model as well. So if I go to there, you can see that the worn model, which is the ground model for the vest, is right there. Then the prefab is fine. So basically, just fine. So we can save the prefab, Control S. Then we go to Enfusion Workbench again on this tab. We go to Model. We need to set our testers, but we can set it later. You just created a data folder with that you need to set them, the materials. We need to go to the rig or the XOB of the model. Then we go here, import settings. You have this little box right there. Export skinning, you need to check that. Then you're gonna import the resource. Should work, it's gonna re-import the whole model, so it's gonna take a while again. And it's basically the same for the all model, like all clothing, gear, helmets, it's the same process. You just need to like change something on the it's basically the same process, you just need a new model. And you need to duplicate another prefab. Like if you're gonna do a helmet, you need to duplicate a helmet prefab. But that's like kind of obvious. So In this tab, we got to check your bones. We got 10 of this fucking number here, and it's fine. You need to have 163 in the total bones, so it's fine. Then it's basically ready. We can go to word editor, which is right there. Go to file, load world, name it, or you need to load a world. Normally, this one is the MP test. You can load it right there. We go to our prefab. You can just drag in. Um, as I said, uh, you need to like make a ground model for it, so it won't be floating like this. But it works, I think. Then we can play it. It's now, I don't know, like it's kind of laggy in the video, but it's not on my PC, so I don't know what's happening right there. But we can just go to there. Since each don't have a ground model, each not show you an option to get in, but to get the warn the chest rig, but it's right there. So that's our rig. It's perfect fit into the body. The next step you can do is to change this recon right there, like it's showing a PSGT vest. So you can just make it show our model. So we can get off it, the word digit. We can go to our prefab, then edit. You can just don't need to save that. In the inventory eating component, we go to exactly on the custom attributes, preview render attribute. We got right there. We can just check this little box right there, or you can drag the model, the ground model to it. Basically, you need to preview one model, and that's fine. You can save again, load the world, place the prefab, get rid of the worst stuff to make it better. Um, as I said, like you need to make a ground model. It's like not a big deal. You don't need like, um, don't need to like skinning or anything like that. You just need to make a collider, a simple one, so we can see it's making, already showing our recon. Okay. So for the ground model, let's do it. I already have the rig imported right there. We can click on the rig, press P, Alt P. We can go to clear and keep transformation. Then right there on the right front, right up, we can just delete the root and entity position. It's gonna appear that thing, you can delete it then as well. The camera and all this shit. We can select our model, can just drag it to the ground. Then we can press Shift A to add a mesh. We can create a cube. Then we can just make it smaller, like something like that. You can just press F2. You can change the name. You can, since we are using a cube, we need to do the UPI X underline, whatever, like you can call it rig, and that's fine. Then you can go to export. You don't need any settings right there. You can just export as it is. You can call it rig ground. Should be perfect. We can go. It should be appear right there. Yeah. Then we can just import that as a model. It's working perfectly. We just need to wait again. It's like kinda heavy model. It has like this much of trees and faces and vertices, so it may take a while again. Perfect. So we got our ground model. We don't have bones. We don't need them, but we need the collider. So you can go to again to prefab, edit them, go to base loaded cloth component, and in item model we can change to our model. Can reground right there, it's gonna be on the ground. Can save and test again. So we can just drag again the prefab, play the world, get rid of our stuff, and it's perfect working. So we can just equip it. And that's it. I think it's done.